21 Pilots, Foo Fighters, PVRIS, A Day to Remember, and loads more set to play Reading and Leeds Festivals. Hi guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. August bank holiday weekend is almost upon us, and that can only mean one thing. It is time for Reading and Leeds Festivals. Yes, one of the biggest dates in the UK music calendar. This year it will see headlining performances from 21 Pilots, Foo Fighters, The 1975 and Post Malone. 21 Pilots, of course, bringing the latest date on their Bandito tour in support of recent album Trench. Expect to hear a lot of cuts from that, as well as their recent single The Hype. Meanwhile, Foo Fighters have taken to social media to ask fans what rarer Foo songs they should include during the set. And when we caught up with drummer Taylor Hawkins earlier this week in Glasgow, he said to expect quite a few songs from their first album.
Anything off the first record I love before I was in the band. I think we'll do a lot of the first record at this because the Reading and the Leeds Festival, before I was in the band, very important to the band. I mean, I remember being in America watching MTV and them showing footage of the Foo Fighters playing. I can't remember if it was Reading or Leeds, but it was definitely one of them. And you could see that they were becoming a big band. It was a big deal.
Just ahead of the Foos on the main stage will be A Day to Remember, and Jeremy McKinnon's crew recently dropped their brand new single Degenerates and announced a new record deal with Fueled by Ramen. Elsewhere on the lineup, you'll be able to get the first taste of new music from PVRIS. They've just released 2 new singles with an EP on the way and an album out in early 2020. Palaye Royale will be on the pit stage, having just teased their new era and an announcement coming this Thursday. Yungblud will be performing the likes of Hope for the Underrated Youth and his new single due out on Friday. iDKHOW will be taken on the main stage, as will Against the Current, and our current cover stars The Faim will also be playing across the weekend. But perhaps most impressive of all, Enter Shikari will be playing 4 sets across the weekend, taking on both the main stage and the pit stage. And when we caught up with Rao and Rob from the band at Download Festival earlier this summer, they told us a little bit about what you can expect. Okay, but some surprises for sure, by the sounds of it. Something you don't want to quite...
Yeah, well, there's going to be, like, I think the main stage set is kind of going to be more for the wider audience, something for everyone. And then the pit stage set is going to be certainly sort of get more geared towards there's going to be some songs that we've never played before, not like brand new ones, but older ones that we've never played, ones that we haven't played in a very long time. So it's going to be very unique.
And if you can't make it along to either Reading or Leeds, don't worry, we've got you covered. We will be on the ground at both festivals across the weekend, so keep an eye on our socials and, of course, over on rocksound.tv. I've been James Wilson-Taylor, and this has been a Rock Sound News Update.